republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello, I'm Cora.
And I'm Zoe.
And we're here with this week's video announcement.
We finally made it. Break begins tomorrow. But before we take some time to rest and relax, let's get caught up on what's been going around at Mill. Our 7th graders, art students, are wrapping up their weaving projects. Here is some of their amazing work.
It's time to check in with our book bloggers and see what book they're reviewing this week.
I'm Annabelle.
I'm Izzy.
And we're the Book Bloggers. We're back with a new book.
The Babysitter's Club, Dawn and the Impossible 3, based on Anne M. Martin's original novel.
Ow. Dawn Schaffer is the newest member of the Babysitter's Club. Even though she's still adjusting to life in Stony Brook after moving from sunny California, she's eager to accept her first big job. But taking care of the 3 Barrett kids would be too much for any babysitter. The house is always a mess, the kids are out of control, and Mrs. Barrett never does any of the things she promises. On top of that, Dawn wants to fit in with the other members of the BSC, but she can't figure out how to get along with Christy. Was joining the Babysitter's Club a mistake?
This book is part of a series based off a novel series and has a TV show on Netflix.
You can find this book in the school and public libraries. Your teacher might have it in her library too.
A quote from the book, "Parents are just old weirdos doing the best."
It's finally here. This week we find out what musical we'll be doing this spring. Here's Miss Miller and Miss Powers with the big reveal.
Hey everyone, it's Miss Miller here, one of the directors for this year's musical.
And I am Mrs. Powers. I'm the other director and the choreographer. Mrs. Olson and Miss Clinton will be our music directors this year. Now, before the really big reveal, we want to share some drama club information.
Musical audition prep will take place on Monday, January 22nd and Tuesday the 23rd. Then auditions will be the following week of January 29th.
So keep an eye out for your WITS mail because you will find an Audition Google Classroom link that you're going to want to join. The rehearsal schedule and everything you need to know about Drama Club will be there.
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Mill Middle School Spring Musical will be Matilda! We can't wait to see you at auditions.
It's time to see what this week's tech tip is.
Hi, I'm Kia Peterson.
And I'm Annette Smith.
And we're here with this week's tech tip.
If you type something and you want to delete it, try this.
Control A to highlight it and then backspace. Thank you.
Bye!
We hope you have an amazing day and a bodacious break. Go Mill, go Bills, and go Sabres, and go Billies.
Hello, my name is Henry Noe, and today I am on location in the orchestra room at Mill Middle to talk to Mrs. Reningberg. Hi, Miss Reningberg.
Hi!
She is our orchestra teacher extraordinaire who teaches 7th and 8th grade orchestra, chamber orchestra, rock orchestra, and directs 5th through 8th grade summer orchestra. Oh, and orchestra director of Summer Bristol Hills Music Camp. Wow, you really have a lot on your plate. Let's get this started. Number 1, what inspired you to become an orchestra teacher? And what do you enjoy about teaching music to kids?
Oh, great question. I wanted to be an orchestra teacher. In 4th grade, my orchestra teacher was so awesome and I loved going to my violin lessons. And I remember telling her that I wanted to grow up and be just like her. So I've been wanting to do this since I was about 10. And then when I was in middle school, I wanted to be a chorus teacher because I loved my chorus teacher too. So I actually felt inspired to just be any kind of music teacher. But when I was getting into college and stuff, I was getting better and better at my violin, and I was very much encouraged by students and my teachers to pursue being an orchestra teacher. And I love working with kids. I've always been really loving kids. I was a babysitter, I was a nanny all summer when I was younger, and this is like the perfect combination of working with young people and doing what I love to do the most.
Great answer. Number 2, can you explain what chamber orchestra is and how it is different from other types of orchestra musical groups?
Sure, the chamber orchestra here is intended for kids who take their instrument a little bit more seriously than everyone else, practice on the side, and oftentimes, and in almost all cases, they take private lessons. So they have an edge on their note reading, so we can play a lot of songs and quickly, and we can play out in public, and we do a lot of extra things. So the chamber kids have a big time commitment, and it's a great place for kids who want to do more with their orchestra instrument.
That's great. Number 3, I heard you played violin in the BPO this past Saturday. I really wanted to go, but sadly I couldn't make it. How often do you play with the BPO, and when is your next concert?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, I auditioned years ago to be on the sub list, and so I'm a substitute, just like you have substitute teachers. So the BPO calls me a lot more often than I can say yes, because I have this job here. So what usually happens is they'll call me in because they need an extra violinist, and I never really know when I'm gonna play next. So I don't know exactly when, I just know that I will be able to play sometime soon, and it usually works out best for me to play their Pops concerts because they have less rehearsals for that. Or if someone gets sick at the very last minute and I don't have to go to any of the rehearsals, then that works out really well for me too. So I never really know, but I get to play with them a lot in the summers, and I get to play with them on our vacations a lot too, so.
That's great. If you play, I'll be there. Number 4, when and where will the chamber orchestra play out in public next?
Definitely the Boulevard Mall. We play every year in December around the holidays when there's lots of people shopping, and we play all of our holiday tunes from our holiday folders every year at the Boulevard Mall. Sometimes we play weddings. There's been a teacher's wedding almost every year since I started here that we've been able to play for. So right now, I don't have anything before the December concerts, but I never know, something might come up. Last year we did the garden walk in the village for the first time, and we've been invited to play at the Jewish Federation Apartments, which are like practically our neighbors, so I hope to take you guys there.
That's so cool. Okay, final question. Is it true that you've been on stage with Stevie Wonder and the band The Who?
Yes. I'm what you call a freelancer on my violin. And it means that I play a lot in the area locally, and also sometimes I travel. And there's something called the Buffalo Musicians Union. And the more you play, like I play a lot at Shays and I do shows at the Theater of Youth. And when these artists come to town, like Stevie Wonder, they will contact, if they want local strings, they contact the local union. And that person, whoever's the contractor, can pick whoever they want to play. And if I can do it, I usually say yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's been great.
We are so lucky to have you here at Mill. Thank you for all you do for our musical students.
Oh, thank you.
Henry Noe, on location, signing off.
How do mountains stay warm in the winter? They put on their snow caps.
Where do math teachers go on vacation? To Times Square.
How do you get a farm girl to marry you? First, a tractor.
How do you wish a dog Merry Christmas? Feliz Navidad.